Hey there, Aurelie here from withhisgifts.com. Welcome and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to share with you just how simple it is to create this lovely, gorgeous card. And we're going to get started right away. So for this card we're going to use the Timeless Textures stamp set along with the Rose Garden Thinlits dies. We'll be using the soft suede ink pad, Pear Pizzazz, and the Blushing Bride. So the first thing we'll do is cut all our pieces that we need using the Rose Garden Thinlits dies. And we are using two of the dies that come in the set, in particular the smaller flower. And we'll be using the larger die, but only to get the leaves. So we will be cutting this flower a total of 4 times, 2 in the Blushing Bride and 2 in the Whisper White. The smaller leaf we will be cutting a total of 4 times, 2 in the Whisper White and 2 in the Pear Pizzazz. And then the larger leaf we will be cutting twice, 1 in the Pear Pizzazz and 1 in the Whisper White. So my sandwich is the magnetic platform, acrylic plate, die cuts, cardstock, and then acrylic plate. Then we'll run that through the Big Shot and be right back. So here are the lovely, lovely pieces that we cut and that we'll be using. We won't be using all of the pieces, but we will get started right away assembling what it is that we will be using. And for that, I'm going to take a piece of the crumb cake cardstock. This really doesn't matter because it is what is on the back of the flower here, so you won't see it. But I just picked this color so that I could see what I'm doing. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So I'm going to put that down. We are going to use, for all the white pieces, we just want the skeleton. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. So there are the skeleton pieces of the white die cuts that we cut that we'll be using. And we're going to start by trimming the leaves down some, because remember this was attached to the larger flower, but we just want the leaf. So our next step is to take some glue. We're going to glue down these pieces to my cardstock here, my crumb cake. And I'm just putting down some glue. And I'm going to take a paintbrush. And then I am going to apply glue to the back of these pieces. Okay, so there are our white pieces glued down to our crumb cake cardstock. And the next step is going to be to fill in these shapes with the color cutouts. And we're going to do that again with some glue and my paintbrush. So I will apply some glue into the blank spaces here, like that. And then I am going to grab the corresponding piece, or the piece from the pink, the Blushing Bride, and set it down just like that. Okay? And then I'm going to do that with all my pieces. So now we're done with the gluing, and the next step is to fussy cut around all these shapes. And we'll do that. But first I want there to be full disclosure that although I sped up the process and the gluing and piecing together of these flowers and leaves seemed to be really quick, it actually took me about 20 minutes. So just turn on your favorite music, grab a cup of coffee, and have at it. It's very therapeutic. I enjoy it, and I hope you do too. So let's get going with cutting these pieces apart. Okay, so here are our pieces after they have been cut out. I am going to go ahead and put some Stella clear glitter on them, and I am just going to put it on the color, not the white. So okay, and there you go with that step. I did lose a piece of the Pear Pizzazz in there, but that will be strategically placed on my card and you'll never know that piece is missing. So I'm going to set these aside right now and we are going to get started on our card front. So for my card pieces, I have the card base, Whisper White, 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece of the Pear Pizzazz cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and then another piece of Whisper White that is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and that is what we are going to start stamping on. And I am going to get out my Blushing Bright ink pad, and then we're going to start with this stamp from the Timeless Textures. So I'm going to ink that up, and we're just going to go around and create a border. Oops, all around the card, like so. Kind of off a little bit. All right. So just keep going around the perimeter. No need to try to be perfect. Okay. Let's do a little bit more over here. There. Okay, that looks good to me. So then the next step, the next stamp is this one here, and we are going to grab our Pear Pizzazz ink pad and our stamp, and we are going to ink her up, and then we're going to come off this corner here, this corner here, and then we're going to come not so far in on the other corners, and we're not re-inking, so just a little bit of that green in the corners, just like that. So then the next stamp from this lovely must-have stamp set is this little looks like chicken wire here, but it looks like to me, but we're using that, and we are stamping that also in the Pear Pizzazz. We are going to stamp off this one and just random covering up some spots. Okay. Then the next stamp set, or stamp, this little looks like coffee ring. That's the one we're going to use, and we're going to ink that up in the Blushing Bride, and then we're just filling in spots. That's what we're doing here. So just randomly. Then I'm going to get out my soft suede, same stamp, ink off a little bit for this one, and kind of just looking for filling in some gaps here and there. Remember that the flower will be in the center of this, so no need to fill that part in. So then the next, or the next and the last stamp from the set are these little paint drops here, and we are going to take that in the soft suede, and we're going to randomly place some of these little spots around the card, just like so. Okay. All right, that looks good. All right, so the next step is to grab our SNAIL adhesive, and we're going to mount this to our Pear Pizzazz layer. Okay. All right, so we're going to line that up. And put her down. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and grab the card front. And we're going to go ahead and fold that down. Oh, my bone folder. There it is. Crease that down. And then we're going to mount this to our card base. Okay. And there is the finished card front. And like I stated before, this video did a lot of moving ahead so that you didn't have to endure watching me piece together the flowers or fussy cut them. So just full disclosure that this project will take longer than the length of this video. But the result is beautiful and well worth it. So, all right, so the final step is to mount our lovely, lovely star of the card onto our card base. And we're going to use that using dimensionals. And what I like to do is kind of play with placement before actually putting it down. And I'm just kind of going based on the card that I've already created. So I've already done this and kind of know where I want it from playing with it earlier with the other piece. So kind of like so is going to be where we want the card, where we want the placement. Okay, so that looks good to me. And we're going to, like I said, put some dimensionals all over the back of these pieces. So let's do that. Okay, so we have the dimensionals all mounted. Next step is to get this mounted up. So I'm just kind of softly placing them on here just so I can still have the ability to move them if I have to. Okay. So for the finishing touch, I'm going to add some of the pearls to this corner here. And there you have it, a super duper elegant card that was super duper easy to make. So check out the supply list down below, and then head on over to my website at withhisgifts.com and place your order today so you can begin to make projects like this one. Also, if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love the opportunity to earn your business. Visit me at my website at withhisgifts.com, check out what I'm all about, and hit me up with any questions that you have. Until next time, thank you for stopping by and have a great day.